Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Brandy, and if you haven't done so, subscribe below and welcome to the BB Squad. We finally decided on a name, so BB Squad is just Boldly Brandy Squad. So if you're a subscriber already, welcome to the BB Squad, and if you're not, come on, join us. We have some interesting material on the way. So today you might see me looking a little bit different because, you know, I'm out here trying to look a little bit professional, but I am wearing my uniform. If you didn't know, I'm in the Air Force. I'm an officer. I don't even know if my rank is up here. I believe so. I am a first lieutenant in the Air Force, and I thought I would make an interesting video about how much money Air Force officers make. Scratch that. Officers in general. It really doesn't matter what branch you are in. Officers generally make the same amount of money in every branch, but depending on your job, you can receive bonuses. So that just makes each career feel a little bit different. So I wanted to talk today about how much money I make in the Air Force. So if you are interested in this video, then please keep on watching. So I bet you're gonna think this is gonna be a long intro and blah blah blah, I'm gonna talk so much, and no, that's not the case. So how much money do I make right now? So I'm gonna guess off the top of my head, because when you get your paycheck in the Air Force, obviously it's direct deposited, but I don't know how much taxes is taken out of my check until I go on our website that we use, which is called MyPay, and look how much taxes were taken out of my check. So I believe right now I make about $5,500 a month. I'm not 100% sure, because I get my money put in different bank accounts when I get my paycheck. So I have money going to one account for my car. I have money going to two other accounts. For one's like my savings account, and one is just my USAA account, and I just have to keep money in there. So I believe overall it's between $5,500 to $5,700. And let me double check on this app. All military pay is public information, so I'm not telling anything that any of you or anybody else can go look up. So don't think I'm just telling like weird information, but I don't know why it's such a stipulation on people being secretive about their money. And you know, I'm really not trying to tell people how much money they make, but I don't really care. It doesn't bother me. You knowing how much money I make doesn't affect my life, because I'm still gonna get paid that money, and it's just not that big of a deal. This is public information. So on this app, you can download it. It's called Military Pay. I'm gonna put all my information in really quick, and then I'm gonna show you the information that I put in. Okay, so I'm gonna show you here. So when you go to this app, it asks you what branch of service you are in. It asks your rank, then it asks your years of service, and then the last one, oh yeah, years of service, and your status, whether you are active duty or reserve. So I put my information in. I'm in the Air Force, active duty. I'm O2, which just means first lieutenant. And I'm at about 3 years of service right now, about to be 4, so I'm gonna put on captain soon. So after you do that, you go to this next part, which is our allowances. So all allowances, I believe, are tax-free. Don't quote me, I am not a financial expert on military money or DOD money. So our allowances the allowances that I receive are BAH, which is basic housing allowance, and I also receive BAS, which is just substance allowance, which just means they give you money for food. So that's a perk of the Air Force and military in general. They give you money for housing and they give you money for food. So those are just two things that you don't have to worry about. Now, whether or not you use the money for what you're supposed to use it for is a whole nother story, but they do give you money for both. So this BAH is wrong right now. Let me fix the zip code. So living here in Las Vegas, I get about $1,400 for my housing allowance, which I live well below that now. In my old apartment, I was paying more than what they were giving me to live here, but now I pay less, way less. And then for food, it's basically the same every month. This doesn't change based off of where you live, so I get $368 for food every month. And then on the last tab is basically just talking about different types of special pay you can get. So they have like diving pay, demolition pay, you can get hardship duty, intermittent, no, what is it? Imminent, why can't I talk? You get imminent danger pay, hostile fire pay. So there's just a bunch of different pays that you can get. And like I said, bonuses you can get depending on where you go. And here you can see monthly, before taxes, I make about $6,680 a month. And annually, that comes out to about $80,000 a month. But you have to remember they take a bunch of taxes out of my money, and you know, I just don't get that full amount. So that's how much I make. I didn't want it to be a secret, and I know a couple people on here have been asking me, based off of my old apartment video, I was telling people in the comments, they were asking me how much I pay per month, which is $1,700 for my old apartment, but I hadn't really made that many videos talking about like what I actually do and how I pay for this apartment. So I didn't want people to be confused thinking like, obviously I'm not making money off of YouTube. So I think people knew that because I'm not at 1,000 subscribers yet. So, you know, if you want to help your girl out, you want to help me get to 1,000 subscribers, I'm not pressuring y'all, but you know, you could just, you know, like this video, you can share it, or you know, you could just not, but like, you know, tell your friends about me, subscribe, get me to 1,000 subscribers, and I can just answer any questions that you might have. So I basically make around $80,000 before taxes a year being in the Air Force, and that's just for now. I will be putting on captain soon in July, which is my birthday month. I don't know how that worked out. I don't know how I ended up putting on rank in my birthday month. So every time it's time for me to put on rank, it's the same month as my birthday. So in July, I will be a captain, which means I get a pay increase. And also, depending on the job you get a bonus. And with my job, I get a bonus. I'm not going to go into detail about that because that bonus isn't like always guaranteed, so I don't really want to talk about it too much. And some jobs you may get a bonus or you may not get a bonus. It's basically determined by how the government does its budget, and it's determined off of retention and how in need your job is, so how much scarcity is in your job. So with my job, they need a lot of officers in my career field, and they offered a bonus, but that bonus isn't guaranteed to everyone, so I don't even want to go into detail about it. It'd just be too much. But yeah, basically I came home from work today and was like, you know what, since a lot of people don't know much about my job, and they're probably wondering like how I have certain things that I have, like in my house tour video, I think I was 24, 25, showing like a house that I bought and built, and people were probably wondering like, how is this girl 24, 25 years old talking about a house that she built? And then my Jeep, I have a tour of that as well. And I know people are probably wondering like, what is this girl's job? Because I literally never talk about it, never really post about it. It's not on my Instagram. You don't really see much about what I do and what my job is, but I am in the Air Force. And if you watch my vlogs, you know I talk about deploying and I'm leaving soon and all this other stuff. But I just wanted to clarify for the people who might not watch the vlogs, but they watch like my other videos, like my house tour or my car tour. They might be wondering like, how is this girl like paying for this stuff? And I don't want it to be a secret, because I mean, I'm not a secretive person. But yes, I make about $80,000 a year through the Air Force, and I'm going to get a pay raise soon. So that's how I make money. And I think it's interesting to even share with people how I make money, because I feel like a lot of people are getting this like tunnel focus on entrepreneurship, which is not a bad thing. Obviously, I don't think it's a bad thing, because I'm here doing YouTube, but YouTube isn't my life and YouTube doesn't pay me. And I am looking forward to YouTube paying me, but I am not going to live my life based off of whatever happens on YouTube. I like being in the military. I like my job. I like my paycheck. So I prefer the stability, and I just like to do YouTube for fun, which I've been doing for a long time. A lot of people don't see that I have old videos because I hid them, but I've been doing YouTube videos for probably about 3 to 5 years now, but I just don't show all my old content that I used to post. So I wanted to show people my job and kind of explain to them how much money I make, so people aren't getting this tunnel vision thinking that if you work a 9 to 5, like you're not making that much money. And I'm not saying like I'm super rich and oh, I make so much money, blah blah blah. No, that is not what I'm saying. All I'm saying is I do have a job. You can make 6 figures not being an entrepreneur, and it's okay to have a normal job and have a hobby on the side. Like, nothing's wrong with it. So I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions about the military, the Air Force, how I became an officer, just any questions, leave them in the comments down below and I'll be sure to answer them. I was super inspired to do this video after I was just sitting down, you know, looking at budgets and looking at money and stuff like that. I was like, you know what? When you feel inspired, you have to take action on it. Always take inspired action, because that's going to get the best results. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to sit down. I'm not doing anything. I just got home from work and I'm going to film this video. So if you have any questions about my job or about how I became an officer, leave them down below and I'll make a video about them, answering them, or I'll answer them in the comments if it's nice, short and sweet and to the point. So I hope you all enjoyed this video, and like I said, please subscribe. If you have any questions, leave them down below, and I will see you all next time. Bye.